Hello, Goobers. It's me, your favorite Goober, and a pretty interesting update for you today. I don't know, it depends on how you feel, but I saw this job posting, and it was for a housekeeper position on a cruise. However, it was one where I would be living like on the cruise. It'd be like a 28-week experience, and I thought it was pretty interesting. The pay, phenomenal, right? A, everything is paid for, so I don't have to worry about living expenses or anything like that. I would just be a part of the crew, so I don't gotta spend anything. And they even advertise as one of their main kind of points was like, this is a good way for you to save up some money while you're doing this. And since I'm not employed or anything, I have no obligations. I don't have any education that I'm currently pursuing. It's not like it would be that big of an issue for me to go away for 28 weeks, right? And kind of get a good amount of money from that. To be fair, you know, it's really nice. However, truth be told, I've actually never been on a boat or a cruise, so I don't know how I would fare with something like seasickness. I think that'd be the biggest potential concern. I would have to assume that I would be okay. I don't plan on, you know, inebriating myself in any capacity, so I would imagine that would assist me in not getting seasick, but I don't know how well I would fare because I've never been on a cruise or on a boat. So that's definitely something to consider. But in terms of like everything else you might consider as like, oh man, I'm away from home for 28 weeks, or oh man, this or that, I would imagine it'd be pretty good. But I don't know. The gig seems pretty nice though, I'll admit. I'd have to do some research because, in terms of the job itself, I don't necessarily know 100% of what I'd be getting into. So, before I finish my application, I'll definitely have to look into what I can expect potentially from this kind of job and this kind of work. So, yeah, I'll have to do that probably tomorrow. On speaking of tomorrow, I'm not going to be doing the stream, but I'm going to do the stream on Friday, the 26th. I will do that. I will probably how that's going to work, I would imagine I'm going to probably just stay muted. And then, if I get any chats or whatever, I'll definitely communicate. But for the most part, right, I usually have a fan going or an air conditioner going because it is pretty hot right now. So I wouldn't want somebody to tune in and just hear zzz. Not that it really matters. You're tuning into a guy with less than 200 subscribers. Probably not expecting the highest quality here, but, you know, I should just mention, I will be present. Um, but yeah, I'll probably just be muted. And it's really just a way for me to hold myself accountable because it's going to take me a while to write down everything, every idea that I've had for all of my different creative projects. Because that expands out beyond just my two manga projects, right? Project Elemental and Project Fear. That extends to any video game ideas, any updates on my music album ideas, um, and whatnot. So definitely going to take me a little while to do it, and the stream will just be a good way to kind of force myself to be very present in the moment, focused on that. And I'll try to do that Friday. If for whatever reason Friday doesn't work out, I'm definitely going to aim for either Saturday or Sunday. Um, but like I said, I made a promise. So if I don't do it by Monday, that would be the first promise I ever did fail, and I don't plan on failing. So the plan, Friday, if for whatever reason that goes wrong, Saturday. And then Sunday is like, that's my deadline. But yeah, that's kind of everything. Just a little, I guess those two things to mention. Uh, Fuck it, this attempt's good enough. So with that being said, good night and good luck. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.